Oh yes, it's me, the Triple P, the Inspector, the Platinum Player Papa. There were none before me and there'll be none after me, which makes me the one and only young and single, love to mingle, to bring you satisfaction, a whole lot of action. I'm your mind blown man, and you're about to get your mind blown. Man, we're gonna make this one interesting, guys. You know when I get paid, you get paid every time I say the word war. $10 will be added to this balance and someone will win it in a week's time. I'll explain how to enter by the end of the video, and now let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful day and we're gonna talk about The Last War, a new play-to-earn crypto game. The Last War is a village building and strategy game. This is some of the gameplay. It's what it looks like. It is mostly PvP, so player versus player, although they will also have a campaign feature and a player versus environment, so PvE mode. The heroes are the protagonists of this game and they're all NFTs, just like with all of these games. The mission of the Last War team is to create a sustainable economy inside the game where you can earn money on the side while having fun and playing a great strategy game. So you'll be able to play with maximum comfort as it will be available for phones as well as PC. And yes, you do need the hero NFT in order to play, but it does not necessarily have an investment curve because they will have some sort of scholars inside of this game. Now, for those of you who don't know what scholars are, let me explain. Basically, investors who buy a bunch of different NFTs and then they would rent it out for other people to play with them, and then they would just split the earnings between the investor or the actual NFT holder and the one playing the game with the NFT. So it's basically like NFT renting. So let's say you want to play for free, you would rent out the NFT for free, and then whatever you earn with said NFT, you split with the person who has invested and bought the NFT. So we'll talk about the ROI as well as how to actually enter the war giveaway. But as for the giveaway, I want to save that for the end of the video, so be sure to stick around until the end to find out how to win this balance. We don't know how much it'll be by the end, but we'll figure it out. War. I'm just gonna keep saying it. There also won't be any breeding or any similar mechanisms because they want to keep the NFT supply limited, and that way the economy can remain sustainable. So yes, this is a village or city builder game, if you will. So your village will get upgraded over time. It'll get better and better, and since it is PvP, other people can attack your village. Now let's say you're offline while an attack happens. Well, the better you make fortifications in your village, the more likely it is you can repel an attack. Now, in order to upgrade to the maximum level of your town hall, you will need 3 heroes. Now, as the game progresses and better and newer villages get implemented, this limit might increase for bigger and better things, but for the maximum level of Town Hall right now, it's 3 heroes that you will need, but in the beginning, 1 hero will be plenty enough. And now when I asked the developers about the ROI, here's what they said. We don't have a particular ROI in place, because the principal system to win money is to sell resources between users. But if you want to say a particular time in a combination with reward pools and resource selling, the ROI might be around 1 month. So an ROI means a return of investment. So whatever you put in about a month's time, you will get back your initial investment, and that's what an ROI means. And that's pretty normal. Most crypto games have around a 1, 2 to even 3 month ROI. So as long as the game remains sustainable, as long as people keep playing the game, the ROI will remain the same, and it'll be a good side hustle for a lot of people. So these heroes, they have a maximum level according to the level of town hall in their village. To upgrade the heroes, you make progress and resources must be spent on them. With an upgrade, they will also increase in their stats such as health, defense, damage, as well as other special abilities and troops. So for example, if you want to attack another village, you can't just go with 1 hero and go and attack right away. You need to recruit troops. You need to recruit other people to help you in your siege. And after defending or attacking, if they have taken damage, heroes must rest for a certain amount of time before they can be put back on the battlefield. And I would imagine the bigger the damage done, the more they need to rest, which just makes sense. There's various races for heroes, as well as various rarities. As for races, we got the humans, demons, angels, and mystical creatures. And I can't believe I didn't say this, but if you attack a village, isn't that a war? Yes, it is a war, right? Obviously, there will be various NFT items, giving various bonuses to the village, as well as having a decorative function, as well as skins. Your player skins are also all NFTs. There will be, for example, not just the town hall, but there's a quarters area, there's a library area. So the game is very, very resource focused. It's very important to have a good storage capacity as well as good passive production, which means that there's stuff being developed and produced even when you're not online. So that's kind of the main big thing about this. Things need to happen in this metaverse even when you're not there to oversee it. So the town hall is really the most important building in your village. It has the function of limiting the number of buildings as well as the level of which they can be upgraded. In addition to this, the town hall restricts the number of heroes that can be used. A warehouse allows players to store resources obtained in the game. And then the collectors are for farming resources passively without having to play. So that's also one of the most important things. You need to have these. We got the builders' houses. Obviously, each of these houses provides a builder, and you will need builders in order to build stuff. Pretty self-explanatory because, well, you need to get ready for the war. As far as defenses go, we got archers, towers. Very important to have these in front of your village in case someone attacks. You need to have your archers ready. We have cannons, walls that are impenetrable. No, just kidding. Nothing is impenetrable, but the better walls, the bigger walls you have, the less likely it is that someone will destroy your village while you're not there. We got the crossbows, which is similar to the archers, but huge crossbows on top of towers. They're very lethal defensive weapons. We got mortars. They have very long range, but they're ineffective at close range. We got the sky destroyers, and they deal the most significant amount of damage. And as it says right here, this is the most significant air defense of the village. There's many more, but these are probably the most important ones to have in your defense. And then you also need to have troops. And for the troops, you need to have your quarters where the troops actually live. Then you also need to have an army camp. Well, the soldiers can come to rest in between being in a war. Basically, in other words, these camps will let you keep growing your army to gain more raid capacity. And obviously, you do want to raid other villages so you get more resources, right? Now, I showed you a couple times throughout this video what the building system looks like, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You can have the bird's eye view from above, like any strategy game, and you can just look around your area and place your things, your buildings, your camps, your quarters, your libraries, wherever you want. But you need to keep in mind it does need to have a strategic element of placement, right? You need to have at least some strategy as to where you put what, and you want obviously your most protected area to be in the very middle and have walls all around it. So yes, there's the third person interaction, which you've seen a couple times throughout this video, but then there's also this bird view of this editor view, if you will, where you can see everything from up above. So you can basically rearrange your village at the press of a button with this editor. Now, as for the war, to carry out an attack and for it to be as effective as possible, you need to have the troops in the quarters already recruited, as otherwise you will only be able to attack with your hero, which is definitely not recommended. The players carry out the attack in the bird's eye view, and this will be useful because then you can select troops and drop them at various places of the enemy village. Now, if you have to defend against another player, in the first version of the game, the defenses will be automatic. If the player is offline, and this is what I talked about before, the village defenses will be responsible for defending the village. And obviously, if the defenses are good enough, they can just repel any attack, because if the enemy heroes lose health, they need to fall back and get their stamina back. And that takes time, as we already talked about. After being attacked by another player, a temporary shield will be obtained to prevent further similar attacks. The defensive shield will be temporary and will have a cooldown depending on the damage received to the village. Now, all of this will work on the TLW token, which is the last war, or their token. The first sale of the token actually starts on the 20th of February, which is tomorrow from when this video is recorded and uploaded. This is the main currency of the game, and it has a maximum supply of 21 million coins, just like Bitcoin. The TLW coin, okay, I'll say it. The last war coin will be used in the marketplace and in the game. So it's the main currency of the project and will have a lot of functionalities that will increase over time. Now, as far as the tokenomics go, guys, here we go. 5% was in the seed sale, 5% was in the private sale, 15% is for the public sale, which is happening on the 20th. And you can basically see the rest so as to not go over everything, but that is basically it as far as the tokenomics go. Now, I think I don't need to stress this enough. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy into this game straight away. Since crypto games are different than actual gaming games, you do need to invest in order to play and earn in most of them, and so also in The Last War. Now, while yes, they will have the renting NFT ability, I just have to say my piece and tell you that this is not financial advice. All I'm doing is educating you as to how everything works through an entertainment/comedy way. I'm really here to make your day just a little bit better. That's kind of my actual job. So how can you actually earn this token in-game? Well, first of all, by selling resources on the in-game marketplace. So yes, as you play, you will obtain resources, as we already talked about multiple times, and then you will be able to sell those resources on the marketplace, because other people also need resources, and if they don't want to grind, they will need to buy it from the marketplace, so they can also buy it from you, if you already have those resources, right? So secondly, through staking and prizes given to the players who are in top positions of the global rankings. And the third way of obtaining the tokens will be through rewards after completing the missions of the game, so just the normal play to earn stuff. So there's 3 different ways of how you can earn the TLW or The Last War token. Looking at their roadmap, they have the public sale of the token, they have their launch on PancakeSwap, then the sale of NFTs, the PvE and campaign mode, and then launch and staking, and all of this comes in Q1 2022, which is actually right now. Then in Q2 we have the launch of the PvP beta, the mobile version of the game, and after that it's mostly guilds, war guilds, and other features. The pre-sale will be happening here on Pink Sale Finance in 7 hours from when I was recording this video. And so how many times have I said war? I don't know yet, I'll see in the edit. But either way, in order to earn that balance for yourself, I will pick one random comment from the comment section down below, and in a week's time, I will just airdrop him the crypto. Obviously, I will prove that I did it in one of the future videos, which is what I always do. There's still the giveaway from my last video going on, so that's also to be determined in a few days who has won. But as for this giveaway, what I want you guys to do is, if you do want to be included in this giveaway, just leave your Ethereum address in the About section of your YouTube channel. If I choose you, I will just airdrop you the crypto, and I'll just message you in the comments saying check your balance. So that's how we will do this giveaway. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. My name is the Inspector. Peace.